What would you say is your mission overall in this industry?
I mean, definitely women empowerment, making women feel that they can come to the table. You know, being, first of all, born and raised here in South Florida and being in the entertainment industry for so long, I still had so many men that just would not let me have a seat at the table. And it was pretty disgusting, to be honest with you. Like, I'd be like, yo, we all were doing the same thing. And while you guys are getting on the come up, you're not letting me. So that's really when I branched out and started doing stuff outside of South Florida. And then all of a sudden, all the people from South Florida would be like, oh, Christine. I'm like, Christine. I'm good. I'll be in Colombia. Call me later.
Yeah.
So really just supporting women in the space, because I know how hard it is and how difficult it is to get to the next level, because people just don't want to let you rise up, you know?
Hey, what's the name of this show?
I Talk Gray.
I Talk Gray.
Are you a business owner, entrepreneur, entertainer, and you got a story to tell? You want to get your brand out there to the world? Well, you reached the right place. Let's set up an exclusive interview between me and you. I Talk Gray, and we're going to go ahead and get your brand out there to the world. But here what you do. Go ahead and send me an email with the words gray at italkgraymedia@gmail.com. See you soon. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Williams, I Talk Gray, where we talk about the gray areas of business, because it's never just black and white. I got a heavy hitter in the building, Christine Curran. How you doing today, Queen?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm doing good. It's Manifesting Mondays, and I am having a killer day. So this is a great way to wrap it up. It's been a really, really awesome day.
Okay, Manifesting Mondays. Okay, I like that. Where you get that from?
You know, just always in that alignment zone, you know, always trying to make sure that I'm where I'm supposed to be, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And today it just all came together so perfectly. So I'm feeling good.
Really? You got a story for us? You got something to tell us real quick? What you been manifesting lately?
A lot of things, man. A lot of things. Life has been crazy. You know, like we were talking about it, a lot of things get thrown at you left and right, a lot of curveballs, and you got to always find that gray area and come out on top. And just the whole everything since COVID has just been like a whirlwind. It's like you're walking through a hurricane 24/7 and just trying to like weather the storm, you know, not fight the storm, but you got to weather the storm. So I've been doing that.
Exactly. I like that. Weather the storm. Okay. So what would you say are some gray areas for you in your industry?
Well, I mean, my first business, right out of college, I've never worked for anybody. So I was an entrepreneur right in the entertainment industry from day one. And
really?
Yeah,
okay,
man.
Let's go ahead and clap it up. She ain't never had a job. Okay.
And so the gray area for me was I started a business where I made $1 million in cash in my 20s.
$1 million? Come on, dog. What? You made $1 million?
Yeah, in my 20s, booking, I've booked over 800 women for fashion shows, TV shows, music videos, whatever, you name it, in the entertainment industry. But my claim to fame was the Jell-O shot girls. And my gray area for that was everybody said I couldn't bring Jell-O shots into the nightclub, but I hired an attorney. And we found a gray area where we were able to bring it in through a catering license and argue it was 51% food, because by the time we brought it in, the Jell-O shots were solidified. So that's how I got away with it for so many years. And it was just, everyone tried to figure out how I did it, but I wouldn't tell anyone my trade secret at the time. So now you're getting my inside information here.
Okay, getting the inside scoop. Wow, I like that. So how long were you in that line of work with the Jell-O shots?
I had my company for 13 years, but I did the Jell-O shots probably 9-10 years.
Okay, so what made you want to start that though?
I mean, I'm always I've been an entertainment guru. That's what I call myself, because somebody dubbed me that one day a long time ago. And I was like, that makes sense. It's what I do. I always find really cool ways to bring the life to the party. And, you know, I was a model, actress, TV host, interviewed hundreds of celebrities on the red carpets. I've thrown massive events with 450 people and celebrity judges, and I've done calendars. I mean, I've done everything in the entertainment business, seriously, you know, besides singing, because you don't want to hear me sing. But
only in the shower?
Only in the shower.
Okay. Wow. Okay, you've been doing your thing, but you know what? I did Google you, so I did do my due diligence. But okay, so you did go to school for your marketing degree? You had you got your master's or your bachelor's?
No, so funny enough, I was like that really smart, wild kid when I was younger, and I skipped a grade. And so I graduated high school at 16 with full paid scholarships and was kind of like stuck on my own at that time. Like I really didn't have anywhere to go at that moment. And so I ended up going to college, getting caught up with a guy, getting pregnant, losing my scholarships, going back to school, getting my AA in marketing and saying, you know what, I'm really smart, but I don't know what I want to do. So I was like, I want to just start my own business. And that's what I did. I was like, what am I going to go to school for? I have no idea. Like, I'm good at business. That's what I want to do. So I did.
Okay. Okay. So you just said a whole lot there.
Yeah.
You got caught up. But before that, so you said you didn't have anybody. Like, what happened? Like, how was your childhood? Like, kind of give us a little breakdown of that.
I mean, it's not that I had a bad childhood. I had a great childhood. I think that everybody's families go through things at different times, and some people are highly affected by it, and that's, at different times of their life. And it just happened that time in my life, Christine's good. She's smart. She's got this, right? And just kind of, people just fall off a little bit. They're having their own issues and whatever. And we just, I just figured it out and took care of myself and made it happen, right? So I finished high school living with another family. Okay. And, and then I got these full paid scholarships. But at 16, you can't even rent an apartment. So it's like,
you ain't got the credit yet.
Yeah, but you want to put me in school. And so it's like, it was a catch-22. And I think it really was hard not having that, like what I needed at that time, the guidance I needed and the help and the support. And so, it's easy. You start working at a restaurant, you get caught up with the cook,
Okay.
Next thing you know, I'm cooking a baby,
whatever. Okay. So you were a teenage mom?
17 and pregnant, and had her a month before I turned 18. She's 19 now. She's my pride and joy. I love her more than anything. She's a hip hop dancer. She's super dope.
Yeah, I saw y'all kind of like, y'all was listening to like Kampa Zouk or something like that. I don't know where y'all was at.
At a Haitian church having a party with one of her dance friends. It was fun.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I also saw y'all got like a matching mommy-daughter tats.
Our little butterflies.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, I like that. Go ahead, teen mom.
Yeah.
Is your revenue stuck? If you're an entrepreneur and your revenue is stuck, you don't need to fix your products or services. You need new audiences to discover you more consistently. Podcast guesting is the ideal way to be discovered 24 hours a day by your ideal clients. And guess what? The more people that know you, the more people can flow you. Head over to podcastmasterypack.com and take advantage of your first or next podcast. Let's go.
All right, so you're a teen mom, right? Sorry, I know I said teen mom, my bad. How were you able to build up the courage to say, yo, I'm going back to school? Because I know you said you got kicked out with your scholarship, but then you went back. So how difficult was that?
I mean, I wasn't gonna just let it go like that. So I was really upset because I went through the entire semester pregnant. And I didn't know how this was going to play out, right? So I got induced over the Thanksgiving break thinking I could have my baby, go back and do my final exams, and it doesn't work like that. So I learned the hard way. So I missed my final exams, and I lost my scholarships after I went the entire semester, which I think is just crap. So yeah, that was a hard blow, like, So I was determined to go back just to get my degree because I know that I'm good enough to get my degree, and I did. I went back. I think I had a 3.8. Graduated with my AA, and I'm like, what am I gonna do now? Like, really, I'm gonna keep doing this, like dropping her off and running here, running, then working. And
yeah.
It was a nutty life,
Okay. Well, hey, at least you bounced back.
Absolutely.
Okay. So why didn't you think to say, okay, let me go get a job with this degree? I mean, you paid for it. So what made you just say, yo, F that, let me go straight to doing my own thing?
I always like to find a way to solve a problem, and I was a model and actress while I was going to college. So naturally, when I moved back to South Florida, I was in Jacksonville going to school. I moved back down here and was in that industry and just moving around, and people kept asking me, hey, do you have more girls? I need 5 more promo girls for this. I need a model for this. And so I was like, well, I'll book my friends, but I'm going to get paid. So I started my own company right then and there, and that's how
your own modeling agency,
Fort Lickerdale Entertainment, was born.
Okay, Fort Lickerdale. All right, I saw that. Okay, so why I thought that's so. Okay, so that wasn't just the Jello shot business. That was the Jello shots and models.
Yes, I booked over 800 models in 15 years.
Wow. Okay, so what kind of like fashion shows? Because I saw you were a model yourself.
Absolutely.
Okay, yo, this girl doing everything.
Everything.
All right, so what kind of like fashion shows were you guys doing? Was it like Fort Lauderdale Fashion Week or?
No, I don't even know if that was around back then. I mean, this is
Okay.
dating me backwards here, but 18 years ago. Everything. I don't even know. My resume is so crazy. I don't even keep a tab anymore. So
Okay.
I mean, I've booked girls for music videos and movies and fashion shows, and I've thrown events and Jello shots and bartending and private parties and whatever it is that they need a waitress, whatever, all the things. Okay. And it was all like single moms and college girls. I always put them first because I knew how hard it was. And the party girls came last. If I was like desperate, then the party girl got booked. But a lot of girls finished college working for me, and I pride myself in that. I had one girl that became a doctor, actually 2 girls that became a doctor working for me, and a lot of single moms. And you know.
So you was like, I wouldn't say madam, but you was like, but you were like overseeing females that kind of went down the path you went.
Yeah, I just took it, I was there to support, and I'm all about women empowerment. That's like my big thing. And I learned that from my own struggles, as well as all these women that I've seen and helped and heard. And, I've had girls sleep on my couch, and I've picked girls up on the side of the road drunk and, paid a girl's electric bill, whatever it was, to just be there for people, because I know what it's like when you need somebody.
Oh, well, you know what? I like that. That's the Cap in you.
That's the Capricorn in me, baby.
Yeah. Team Cap.
Yay.
But I've been looking at your gram, right? It looks like you back outside.
Just a little bit.
Like you be everywhere. So are you single? What's going on?
I am single.
Single. I don't know. I ain't tell him nothing yet.
Yeah, no, I'm single.
Okay, so you back outside.
I'm not even dating right now.
Really?
No.
Okay.
I'm just taking a break. I'm taking a wellness. My best friend would call it a wellness. I'm taking a wellness right now.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, because I see you in Medellin. I see you in York, Utah. You doing the thing. Yeah. And in the gym, you're working out, you're staying fit.
Hey.
Okay. So do you think time heals all wounds?
I think it heals. I mean, if you allow it to, it's really just a lesson. It's not what the universe is doing to you, it's what it's doing for you.
Okay.
And, I think we talked about that because the craziest thing happened today, that I just closed this massive deal. And
congratulations.
And thank you. I mean, right before I came here, I got the call. Like, I'm like, wow, like on cloud 9. Like, I already had a really good day, but that was like the icing on the cake. And it was crazy because I had just moved back to Las Olas about a month ago, and my car wouldn't start. And I'm like, what is going on? And so I finally get it cranked on, and I go up to AutoZone, and I run into a friend of mine, and we haven't seen each other in years. And it was weird, and it was very like synergistic. And so he's like, what are you doing today? You want to go take a private jet? And I was like, yeah.
What? So you got some good friends.
I was like, let's go. So I run home, drive all the way to Palm Beach, get on this jet, realize they're trying to raise money. I start, making a bunch of calls, and we go through this whole process for probably about 2 months. And, they had a deadline, and I got the call today that we met that deadline, and that was me. So that $200 battery that I replaced, that's that, it's not what it's doing to you, it's what it's doing for you. Sometimes the universe got to put you in the right place with the right people. And sometimes it feels like it's not a good thing, but it turns out to be a great thing if you let it unfold,
Okay. No, you're 100% right about that. I tell people that too. Like, we may look at it as a chaotic moment, but not realizing it's just a door being open for you for greater blessings, right? So you landed your deal. You said you raised money.
Well, I consulted on a deal, yes.
Okay, so how does that work? Like raising money, because we want to raise some money here. I Talk Cray wants to raise money. So how would a person go about doing that?
So it's been an interesting road because I've been trying to raise money for my company, right? And so my first company, I didn't need to, right? It was a killer company, cash cow. But now this company, the Dining Empire, which, I started with the Dining Divas, and now we've evolved to Destination Divas, which you see me traveling all over for. And Dining Dudes are coming, and all kinds of fun lifestyle and foodie shows. But trying to raise money for that company has been challenging, and also a big learning lesson for me. And I've been able to acquire a lot of funding sources and channels because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so as I'm doing that and learning the business and learning that whole side of the business of how to acquire the money, because it's interesting. There's a lot of layers on that onion.
Yeah. Okay.
And so then because of that, I've realized, you know what, I need to help other people raise money because it's hard out there. And so that's what I've been doing is kind of introducing understanding what they're looking for, what they need, and then finding the right channel for them and consulting them to the end. And it's pretty exciting to close my first one. So
okay, so it's more so consulting for you.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't have a Series 7, so I'm not raising money. I'm consulting and putting them down the right channels and connecting the right people.
Okay.
And yeah.
So what would you say is one of the most important components for a business to have so they're able to raise money?
Well, I mean, there's so many different, again, this is such a very vast and wild experience. It's really about believing in yourself, having all your pieces of the puzzle together, and just finding the right people that align with you, because there's really there's no cookie cutter way to do it. And there's startup money, and then there's, companies that are already established and and there's just so many different, you have to really find the right channel, the right person. It's a puzzle and you got to put it together. And that is it's a lot of work. So finding people like me that have the resources, for certain types of businesses is great, because we've already done the due diligence and the vetting and so I would just say, just be real passionate about what it is that you're trying to do, and be real transparent with whoever you're trying to go down that road with.
Yeah.
Because, if you over embellish or you're not being authentic about it, and when they get down to that point where they're doing due diligence, they're going to look at you like you're crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you said this and that's not what it is. And that's going to turn them off, and they're not going to want to do business with you.
Okay. Transparency is key.
Absolutely.
No, I believe that at the end of the day, I don't feel like giving that extra fluff is good for business. Do you take things personal in business, or is it just business for you?
I mean, I'm a woman. We take everything personal. No,
okay.
I mean, I've been through a lot, 18 years of entertainment industry. That'll get some thick skin. Trust me, I got some thick skin.
Yeah.
Just rumors, gossip, people backstabbing you. I mean, the entertainment industry, everybody wants a piece of it, and not everybody gets to get in it to that level. And so you're going to have a lot of craziness. And so I don't take anything personally anymore, but sure, when I was younger, I got super offended, super angry, super hurt, Yeah.
Okay. I saw another post where you said happiness is a choice, right? So what kind of activities are you doing to make sure like you're staying on that happy vibration?
I mean, I work out. I run on the beach a lot. I run away from my problems.
Okay.
Okay. I'm like, no. I love to run. That's my favorite thing to do. It's very stress relieving. I think a lot. I get a lot of clarity on whatever it is I'm working on when I run. So I go to the gym a lot. Love to pump,
Okay. No, I'll be seeing the videos. Yeah, you be doing your thizzle.
I got a little muscle,
Okay. Yeah, I saw one of your other videos because how did you get involved with the celebrity boxing?
Oh, yeah. Damon. What's up, Damon? So me and Damon, we go back like 12 years. And, I booked promo girls for him with Fort Lickerdale Entertainment and Ring Girls. And then from there, it evolved to me being one of the promoters. And I actually booked all the press and the celebrities and all that kind of jazz. And then I actually ended up fighting one of the Mob Wife reality star cast members. So
you were scrapping?
Dude. It was a gnarly fight. I trained 10 weeks for that fight.
10 weeks?
Yeah, with Billy Patton.
Wow.
Yeah, it was wild.
So what was the regimen like? Like, how did you get prepared for the fight?
A lot of running and a lot of, just working with him at the gym, hitting the pads. Combos, learning the combos.
Okay.
All of it goes out the window once you're in the ring, but it's okay.
I'm pretty sure. Because, you're not... Were you a fighter in school, or?
I was like the biggest nerd in school. Like I was band captain. Okay.
Okay. So you're a good kid.
Now I'm like, so I'm like the opposite of what I was in school. But
so what do you think drove you to want to do that though?
I'm always up for a challenge. And in the entertainment industry, you better be always reinventing the wheel. So if somebody asks me to do something crazy, I'm probably going to say yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So who won?
So they called it a tie, but let's be honest, I totally kicked her ass.
Hey, you better know it. All right. So hold on. So those girls, Because I saw you at I forgot, was it the Lamar Odom? I forgot who he was fighting.
Oh, oh my gosh.
I don't remember, but that's why
Aaron, come on, the Backstreet
Backstreet
Boys brother, Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter.
Oh, okay. No,
that was hilarious. Did you? Oh, you didn't go to the fight though. The fight was up in New Jersey.
no, it was the one that I was at. It was downtown Miami.
Yeah. The fight was hilarious because Lamar Odom is like 6 or 7. I don't even know what he is.
Yeah, he tall as hell.
And then Aaron Carter's like little, and so it looks like David and Goliath. And you see Aaron swinging at him, and it's almost like he's holding his head, like while he's swinging. And man, it was. But he threw down though. I gotta tell you, Aaron really tried really hard.
You gotta get a man his props.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. So you're responsible for the girls who was holding the card?
So not that one. So I do different things for each one. It depends on how busy I am in my career and what Damon's doing. And, so sometimes I'm the promoter. Sometimes I book all the press. Sometimes I book the celebrities. Sometimes like the Black China fight, I was the ring announcer with Flavor Flav. Sometimes I'm fighting. You just never know what I'm going to do,
Okay. All right. So she has a diversified portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like that. Are you a business owner, entrepreneur, entertainer, and you got a story to tell? You want to get your brand out there to the world? Well, you reached the right place. Let's set up an exclusive interview between me and you. I Talk Gray, and we're going to go ahead and get your brand out there to the world. But here what you do. Go ahead and send me an email with the words Gray at italkgraymedia@gmail.com. See you soon. All right. So I see you started the Dining Divas, right?
Yes.
What prompted you to start that?
Well, I was doing all the celebrity interviews for a long time, and it just, it was fun. But then I'm like, why am I studying all these people, rushing to get on the red carpet, fighting for their attention? And I'm like, I'm already I got really good at it. Now it's time to do something better. And I wanted to build $1 billion brand. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bring the celebrities to me, and I'm going to get paid to eat and drink and travel the world. And that's what I did.
Okay.
We've done some cool stuff. I've had DJ Irie on a yacht, and we had Brett from Hell's Kitchen cook for us and threw a big yacht party. I've had Captain Lee. He pulled us up on a yacht in Fort Lauderdale, and he ate with us. I've had tons of celebrities, influencers, you name it. We do all kinds of fun stuff on the show. It's very hip, modern, fresh. Food is sexy, and we need to show it that way because it's gotten a little kind of the same players on the Food Network over and over and over again.
Hold on. So you're not just on social media, like YouTubing it. You're actually on a network?
Yeah. So we have the Dining Divas is the restaurant show. It's kind of like Drive-In Diners and Dives, but high end.
Yeah.
And it's really a women empowerment movement where we bring different diverse women from different backgrounds and ethnicities together over food, fun, and travel. So the restaurant show is on WeTV, which is Women's Entertainment Network. And now we're filming the Destination Divas, which is our travel series for Travel Channel. So we got a lot going on.
Hold on. WeTV is Women Entertainment Really?
Network. Yep.
Why not? I ain't never know that.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. So how do you get it to the network?
I've got people that do all that for me.
Okay.
I do. I know my role. They know their role.
Okay. Well, that's very important. Like knowing roles. So even with the divas, right? Define what a diva is to you.
A diva is a woman who knows what she wants and goes after it. I think there's a misinformation on what diva is. I mean, a diva started off as a singer. Let's be honest. That's what a diva is. But I think it's transformed into, some people have a very negative connotation of it. And I think it's more of just a very powerhouse woman that's very confident in herself. Okay. All right.
So I see she definitely, has her major definition for this. All right. The Beyonce, what'd she say? A diva is a diva version of a hustler or something like that? Yeah. Okay.
I'll give her that one for sure. That was a good line.
Yeah. You definitely a hustler. So so how are you making sure everybody understands their role in your show as divas?
I mean, it's always a fun one, right? Like making sure everyone feels good, but also making sure you're getting what you need out of it. So, the difference is from my first business, I was the boss and I had a bunch of young girls working for me. Now I'm a leader where I'm collaborating. And so I always say bosses dictate and leaders collaborate. So, and I coined that one just so you know.
Okay.
That's mine. No.
Yeah.
No, but I always say that because I think it's important that people feel valued and respected. I'm actually the youngest one in my company. And everybody is older than me, but I'm the one that put it all together. So even more so, being a good leader is very important when you're younger than everybody, and making sure that you're showing value and making everyone feel good and respected, and that their voice matters. And so we have a great group of women and men with the Dining Dudes coming, and everybody's like, really. They're all leaders in their own industries. So when we all come together, it's really fun and it's exciting because we are all very creative, and we, mastermind and throw around really great ideas, and we just get it done.
Okay. Yeah. Get it done.
Get it done.
All right. So you said leaders, right? What do you think you got your best experience to like shape you as a leader?
I mean, it started when I was young because I was the youngest band captain at Deerfield Beach High School.
Really? You went to Deerfield Beach High School?
Yeah, Buck Pride.
Okay. That's what's up.
So actually with my girl Jessica from South Promo.
South Promo?
We gotta shout her out.
South Promo in the building. Okay. So it's in the blood then.
Yeah, so I also was, like a leader in soccer and a leader. I just did everything. I did all the sports, all the clubs, and learned leadership at a really young age. And so it just kind of resonated with me, it kind of built into me.
Okay. So do you think as a leader, do you have to be likable?
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a likability to it. I mean, nobody wants to jump on someone's bandwagon that they don't like, right? So you need people to respect you and like you. You also need to be able to stand your ground and not waver because you want people to like you, because that's not a good leader either.
Yeah, no, facts. Because I hear it says like, if everybody likes you, that means either you're not being real, you know what I mean? So, because I feel like, especially in the entertainment business, everybody ain't gonna like you.
Absolutely.
You're gonna get somebody mad, and if you trying to be all because I don't know, I'm still having a hard time at that. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta speak how I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Be authentic.
Yes.
Shout out to my haters.
Yep. No, facts. I was just telling my guy, when you got them haters, you on that escalator. You know what I mean?
like that one.
Yeah,
okay.
Because we're gonna have haters in this industry.
Always.
People dealing with their own internal battles.
Always. Yeah, that's the biggest thing is people live in their own head 95% of the time. It's not even what it is in real life. And so it's funny, the first time I had someone gossip about me, they wrote something about me on a gossip website when I was in my early 20s. And it was really stupid, actually. But then I was being sarcastic and I went on there and was like, oh, saying something stupid. And then it just escalated. And all of a sudden there's all these people talking shit about me. And you can tell none of them have ever met me. You can tell like just what they're saying, they've never met me. And it's all anonymous. So I cried like a baby. Like I was like, this hurt, But then after I finished crying about it, I was like, if all these people are wasting their time talking about me on a Friday night on this gossip website, then I must be doing something right,
Big facts.
And that's so I kind of just bucked it up and picked my head up, and now I don't get fazed by any of that. It's just it's part of the industry. It's part of the job.
Yeah, no facts. I shoot on Facebook, the gram. I done heard all kind of you wearing your daughter jeans and all different kind of stuff. You look like I don't know what's the new one.
What? You're wearing your daughter's jeans?
Yeah, because I guess my jeans was too tight.
You got them skinny jeans.
Yeah,
that's in style.
Yeah, I thought so too. But then I've been hearing, you look like Ja Rule, this one, Ludacris. I don't see it.
I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah, but one of them say, you look like Ja Rule with like Down syndrome or something. I was like, oh, okay, that's a new one. I'll take Ja Rule money,
Oh my gosh.
I saw another post that you had, right? You said being realistic is the most commonly traveled path to mediocrity.
Yes.
Right? So what made you say that?
That actually came from a movie. Will Smith said it. And what was the movie? With the little son and they were homeless.
Oh.
Yeah, and it stuck with me so much.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
okay.
I love it because it's true. Like, everyone's always they're scared to be outside the box, and you're going to just be a mediocre everyday Joe if you don't, kind of jump in and be fearless and do whatever makes you happy, right?
Yeah, no, facts. Okay, so as I see you always moving around, right, and you got to do what makes you happy, and I definitely see you doing that. You're into crypto.
Yeah, so.
I said I Googled you.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing a lot. Okay, so when did you get introduced to crypto?
So my business partner, Jared Knowles, for one of our entertainment events called the Influential Model Awards. It's it's like an award show for influencers to really honor them for what they've done and their influence in social media. Because a lot of times people used to be like, oh, they're just a social media whatever. But that's actually, it's a full-time job. And some of these girls have made major waves and made major money doing it. So we wanted to honor them. And then COVID hit. And when COVID hit, everybody jumped into crypto. In the entertainment world, they jumped into crypto or PPE. I did both. And my partner, Jared Knowles, he taught me crypto during that time. So I bought some tokens and I was learning. And I was like, Jared, what if we just do our own crypto for our Influential Model Awards? And he was like, ding, ding, ding. He's like, Eureka, that's amazing. Yeah. So we created the Women Empowerment Token. And then that kind of started to evolve into like, how can we help more women? How do we bring more women into crypto and teach them financial independence? How do we help charities that support women around the world? So now there's all these branches and arms that have come out of it. And it's an exciting time. We're working on an accelerator right now for women entrepreneurs with Richard Lima from Leaf Capital Partners in New York. Okay. And I actually have a really big call tomorrow that I'm manifesting Monday that goes really well in my favor, and I'm looking forward to getting this project to the end goal. So a lot of projects I tell people, because they get so impatient, sometimes things like they're moving and then it just kind of stalls for a little bit and then something else moves and then you have to kind of roll with the path of least resistance, right? Wherever you're making your money and things are flowing, right? And facts. So, we've had our like little stops here with this project, but everything's about the timing and finding the right alignment and the right people. And I feel like tomorrow is going to be that call that's going to really take what we've built and all that hard work we've put in over the last 3 or 4 years on this project, and it's going to take it to the next level. So manifest with me, baby. Let's go.
Yes. We're going to go ahead and get some manifestation going on in here. Manifesting that money. Okay. So how are you able to use the token for like a social cause?
Well, so all of that, the utility and stuff, we're working on all. It's really a big ecosystem from the Influential Model Awards, which has over 100 million followers between all the influencers and getting that global reach. And then having the accelerator where we're helping women entrepreneurs, and then having the token as a utility for both the event and the accelerator. There's a lot of moving parts. We've got a big team, and they're all working on putting that together and making it all make sense,
Okay, she's making it happen. I saw you also got a partnership with Vivica Fox.
Yeah, she's one of our representatives for the WIMP token. She's a sweetheart. We've done some great things with her.
Tell us about that. How do you make that happen?
Well, again,
give us the deets.
My partner on this particular project, Jared, he has a relationship with her from his film award show. He had the Widescreen Film Festival for 5 years, and so she was one of the honorees for that. And then the relationship evolved, and we told her what we were doing, and she thought it was amazing and great, and she wanted to be part of it. So
that is so amazing.
Is your revenue stuck? If you're an entrepreneur and your revenue is stuck, you don't need to fix your products or services. You need new audiences to discover you more consistently. Podcast guesting is the ideal way to be discovered 24 hours a day by your ideal clients. And guess what? The more people that know you, the more people can flow you. Head over to podcastmasterypack.com and take advantage of your first or next podcast. Let's go.
Can you give us like some sauce on how you're able to like keep and maintain your relationships?
Oh, well, always finding out what people need, like asking first and then, and then also giving. So, what do you need right now? How can I bring value to you? What are you looking for currently? Let me see what I have in my Rolodex. Let me see how I can, help you. And then saying, this is what I need, and just being transparent on what you're looking for too, because if you don't ask, you won't get fed, right? Closed mouth doesn't get fed. Facts. So you have to ask people, say, do you have anybody who might do this? Do you know anybody who might do this? And you'll be surprised how many people have something. And people are so weird about asking. I don't understand it. Like they get so uncomfortable, like you're doing. No, if it's mutually beneficial and they make money with you on it, then what the world revolves around, relationships. So 6 degrees of separation, right?
No, yeah, you're 100% right about that. Yeah, I've been working on that, trying to build those relationships, but I've been working on some of my trust issues. Just being in entertainment, man, is like, that Hollywood talk. Oh, yeah.
A lot of lessons learned. I mean, getting papers great, NDAs are great, contracts are great in place, to start that relationship. It doesn't always work out that way that you can have that stuff, and then sometimes it's more like showing them that you're valuable enough not to screw you over, because then there's a future business together. So it's just,
Facts.
building that, and again, if you bring something to them, a lot of times they're more willing to bring something back to you. So even if it's a small thing like an introduction or something,
Okay, yeah. Reciprocity is very important. Okay. I also saw that you had a billboard in Times Square.
Yeah,
You
Vivica
turn
Fox.
it up.
Vivica Fox was on that one. That was for the WIMP token. We did that when we first launched. It was super exciting. I mean, we were in Entrepreneur Magazine. We flew over to Dubai and did an interview over there.
Dubai.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We were one of the first crypto projects ever printed in the first edition of Entrepreneur Magazine for cryptocurrency.
Wow.
So.
We got to clap that up for that. All right. You're making major moves out here. But why do you think like the crypto space is such a male dominated space?
I mean, it's the wild, wild west still. And that's why, like, even with the WIMP token, I, really taking my time to weather the storm, right? We were talking about, because it is a storm. It's a hurricane 24/7. I mean, every day there's some crazy news. This coin is getting investigated. This one's, it was a Ponzi scheme. Like, there's just so much happening. And so if you really want to be, we're all doxxed, right? Like, we tell people we're the founders. This is who I am. You can find me. You can look me up. You can contact me, right? But there's still, like, right now, even when I try to you can't use WIMP on Google or Apple Play for an app to buy. You can't buy the $4.99 app fee, right? With any cryptocurrency yet. So we're still way ahead of the game. So that's why we want to bring women in. We want to teach them, but there's no rush right now. Like, there's people making a crap load of money on like quick buys and sells. And that's that's gambling. Okay. You're gambling. If you really want to be in this space, I think it's a longevity play, and it's really like finding the right people and doing it the right way. And sometimes just holding on a project that you trust the people who founded it, and you see what they're doing, and you know that the time's coming, because all of a sudden one of these tokens like ours, we get all the right players in alignment, and then we're ready to shoot off again, and it's to the moon, and you just gonna have to grab some tokens and hold on a lot of projects.
Gotta hold on these.
And just pay attention, stay in the group, stay in the Telegram, see what's happening, check in once in a while. And
okay, facts. All right, so what would you say are some good formulas to like build community?
Oh, well, community building is, really finding a good group of people that, like your core group, that really believe in the project and like love it and are passionate about it. And then, getting them to bring their ideas and values to the table. Because when you have like that five or 10 people, then that starts to spread out, and that's how you start to really build that community.
Okay. No, I know community is real big, especially in the podcasting space. I've been trying to work on that recently.
So, in the foodie space, the crypto space, all the spaces.
Whole entire space. Also, like I said, I was doing my due diligence, right? Tell us about the experience when you hosted for Playboy TV.
Oh man, that's like a gazillion years ago. That
really?
was like one of my first like things I ever did. Yeah, like I was a baby when I did that. I was like 23 maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, I got a great gig. I got a lot of cool.
how'd you get introduced to that?
Gosh, I don't even remember. I applied somewhere on one of the million websites that I was applying for gigs all the time, every day. I got up and I did the same thing, applied for a bunch of gigs. And then, I got some really cool jobs. I recently posted my La Di Da lingerie billboard and benches and the magazine, and I was the cover girl for that. And that was a big gig, especially right after having a baby, to work out so hard and to be able to be the cover of a lingerie, So I did a lot of bikini, lingerie, all that fun, sexy stuff in my early 20s. And I loved it. It made me feel good, and I had a great time, and it made me want to work out more, and it made me want to, take care of myself more. And I enjoyed it.
Okay. Snapback game crazy. All right. So how did you feel about, did you see the whole thing with Keke Palmer, with Usher?
No, what happened?
No, you didn't. You didn't hear about that? So she went to an Usher concert. She had the whole cheeks out. And Usher was singing to her, but everybody was getting on her and giving her a lot of backlash. And her boyfriend commented and said, "You're a mom." And everybody said, I looked at it because I know a lot of women, after they have their, their kids and stuff like that, they go through like postpartum depression. So I felt like she was just trying to feel sexy. Yeah.
I didn't see it, but like,
okay.
To each its own. I mean, I don't judge anybody. And honestly, I stay on my side of the street. I'm not worried about what anyone else is doing. I don't follow celebrities like that. I don't read the gossip column. I mean, when I used to do celebrity interviews, I would spend a couple hours looking them up, right? But now I'm so I stay so around what my purpose is, and I stay so around what I'm building because my time and my energy are valuable, and I'm not putting it into anybody else's bullshit.
No.
You know? But
Hey,
I
right.
mean, sometimes I scroll and I happen to run into like maybe a gossip thing or I hear a thing or two, but I try not to make that like a priority. So I probably miss a whole lot of things that are happening in this world, but
No, but that's a good thing though.
yeah.
Some of the things I just feel like, they put out there because, now she has a song with Usher. And I feel like, that was just
PR
set up.
stunt.
Yeah.
PR stunt.
Man, come on.
We know how this works.
Yeah. I'm like, man, they're probably still together. You know what I'm saying? Just like how Sierra always trying to promote being single. But I'm like, yo, you home with your man. So I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it just be a whole front. So
funny.
what would you say is your mission overall in this industry?
I mean, definitely women empowerment, making women feel that they can come to the table. Being, first of all, born and raised here in South Florida and being in the entertainment industry for so long, I still had so many men that just would not let me have a seat at the table. And it was pretty disgusting, to be honest with you. Like, I'd be like, yo, we all were doing the same thing. And while you guys are getting on the come up, you're not letting me. So that's really when I branched out and started doing stuff outside of South Florida. And then all of a sudden, all the people from South Florida would be like, oh, Christine. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll be in Colombia. Call me later.
Yeah.
So really just supporting women in the space because I know how hard it is and how difficult it is to get to the next level because people just don't want to let you rise up, And then my biggest passion is feeding the homeless.
Okay.
So me and my mom and my daughter have done that quite a few times. And I actually partnered with Action Against Hunger for the Dining Empire because I feel like it's great to eat all this wonderful food and do all these great things, but if I'm not giving back, you know what I mean? What's my purpose? So that's a big passion of mine. So they're our partner for that. So
okay, that's dope. No, but you know what? I have heard that down here is like you have to go outside your city and get busy. And then come back in and then you might get a different level of respect.
Whole different. It's a must. It's a must. But, I outgrew the city. I outgrew South Florida. So it was time for me to go outside. And now I'm getting everywhere I go. It's like they throw out the red carpet for us. Like it's wild, So
yeah, I'm seeing.
So then I come back and now everybody's like, oh, snap, But I think, when people, what's happening? I think when people are growing, they get stuck with that version of you they remember from 15 years ago. And I can sort of kind of see that because they just don't want to like look at you or view you differently. Yeah. And then when you're at a new version of you, new people are seeing you as that version. And that's fine, and that's why you go outside and you come back.
Yeah. Okay. No, facts. So do you think it was more so the modeling thing that people kind of had like a bad kind of taste with you?
I don't care what it was. That's not my problem. Their opinion of me is not my problem. No matter what you think, no matter how you feel, I'm always on the elevation and I'm in entertainment. If I want to go and play a drug addict on a movie and then I want to go be a beauty queen on a TV series, I can do that because in the entertainment industry, you can do everything. You can be anything. You can be sexy one day. You can be professional one day. There's no box. You can't put me in a box. You know what I'm saying? And so it's funny because like people who are jumping in this industry like, oh my God, I don't think you should have shared that picture of you from 10 years ago. I'm like, why? That's my fucking career. And I'm proud of it. That's you because you're not from this industry. You don't even know what you're talking about. Sit down, please. Take a seat.
Take a seat. No, facts. But I think social media makes it a lot worse because like, my son, he posted a picture and I said, if nobody liked it, what would you do? He's like, take it down. Because now this generation, they feel like if they're not getting a like, then it's like doing something internal wise. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I definitely agree with you. Like how you be traveling and moving around and overseas and getting international, you definitely need that for the psyche. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, kudos to your son for even putting it out there. Cause I mean, there's a lot of kids that don't even feel comfortable even being on social media. My daughter was one, she just, it was so overwhelming for her, and she's a great dancer. I was like, girl, if you just put some of your clips up and she's danced with celebrity stuff. And she's like, I don't want to be on social media like that. Like, she's like, it gives me anxiety. I don't like it. And, so I get it. These kids, like, we didn't grow up with that. So for me, it was exciting.
I grew up with that. I grew up in New York. So growing up in New York, like Queens.
I mean, like with social media, we didn't grow, like we had MySpace, but that was like, I think it started when we were in high school.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the same as what it is now.
No, facts.
And we weren't living on it.
Yeah.
You had to go on your computer. You couldn't do it from your phone like that.
It
It
wasn't
wasn't
internet at the time.
It was
you know?
like,
Yeah.
we had beepers. I don't even know.
Yeah.
It was a whole nother world back then. So I can see how it could be really hard on kids. Like for me, it was exciting when it started because I'm like, marketing, right? My degree's in marketing. I'm like, marketing, you know. Kids nowadays, it's like pressure and it's stress and it's, you know.
You said I have a big nose. You might, you know. And, you know, because Gary Vee spoke about that, right? I'm not going to lie. I felt like bullying was kind of somewhat necessary because how they do it now, oh, yeah, you came in 8th place.
Yeah.
No, you trash. You need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not about to gas you up and make you feel like you did a good job. No, you got to do it over.
You wouldn't try as hard if you just always are getting applauded for everything. Like, how are you going to learn and how are you going to elevate if you're always feeling like, oh, that was good enough. That was good enough. No, it's not. You got to go out and do better and do better and do better and do better every time.
Exactly.
I agree with you on that.
Ain't no 10th place. So I saw another post that you put, right, where you said everyone at the bottom is competing and everyone at the top is collaborating.
Yes.
So why do you think that is, though?
Because it's the truth. I mean, all the people making all the big moves, they understand the power of masterminding, right? Napoleon Hill talks about it. And, you know, that's the written principles. I mean, you need to work together to elevate. You know, nobody can do anything by themselves. You have to have collaboration. And so collaboration is key. And it's the people at the bottom that aren't elevating because all they want to do is worry about what that person's doing. Why don't you call that person and do a collaboration?
Yes. Let's go ahead and collab.
Let's go. Like, come on now.
Okay.
So I'm big on mindset. We're actually doing a cruise, a Napoleon Hill Think and Grow Rich cruise. One of our divas, Adora Evans, I adore her. She's adorable.
Okay.
She's really big into the Napoleon Hill and Think and Grow Rich institutes and foundations, and she's been with them for 22 years. She actually just got a great promotion, so proud of her.
All right.
And so we're going to be we did one in St. Lucia last year, so people can actually travel with the divas, be part of the show, mastermind with other entrepreneurs. A lot of business was done last time. It was very powerful. A lot of crying, a lot of laughing, dancing. We had the best time. So we're doing another one this year on the Travel Channel. Super excited in January. And we're partnering with Melissa Wagi from Epic Talks in Miami. She's got a great group of people down there in Miami. She's always bringing the baddest people in the space to talk about crypto or real estate or social media or whatever. So we're bringing all these powerful women together and like-minded women together to throw this really awesome event. So love to have some. You should come on that cruise.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Get little speedos. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know how to swim. No, most definitely. I think we should definitely do a collab.
Sorry, that was me. I knocked something over.
I was
My bad.
Like, we're in a safe place here. So this was so lovely. I'm so glad you came on.
Yeah,
you know
thank
what I mean?
you.
It was definitely great to finally have you in the space. But I'm definitely for real about that collab. You know, we could definitely always collab on something. And I got an opportunity for you too. We could talk about off air for sure.
Awesome.
But let everybody know where they can find you at.
Well, you can just Google me like you did and find me everywhere right now. Christine Curran, Facebook, Instagram, wherever, and ChristineCurran.com if you want to see some of the stuff I've done. DiningEmpire.com if you want to check out some of the shows. And yeah, contact me. Okay, most definitely. Hey, man, y'all already know what it is. If you're feeling the content, you liking it, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You already know it's your boy, Mr. Williams. I Talk Great. We out of here.